What's up, YouTube? Okay, let's do a question of the day before we get onto this video. Also, if you hear any rain and stuff in the background, it's pissing down with rain here and really windy and stuff. So, yeah, just if that noise is there, just keep that one in mind. Okay, so last couple of videos I did a few questions on some of the older games and stuff in the past, racking your memory back to what your first level 100 was, what your first Pokemon you caught was. But I really want to know, what Pokemon game did you actually play first? Are you right back at the beginning, like myself, or did you come in halfway at 3rd gen, or did you come in quite late in 5th or 6th gen? Leave a comment below. Also, if you guess the right Pokemon in my team, as you can see, leave a comment below as well. See if you guess right. I actually asked on my other video what would I be using, and that's my team here. So I got an interesting sort of teams, and Kabutops actually moves back to NU, so I thought I'd give him a quick run as well. He's quite similar to Feraligatr and that sort of thing. So I thought I'd give him a run for this battle. I was a bit low on Pokemon too, so it was good to sort of slot him into this team. I once again just got an NU team again, so I squeezed out another one. I don't know if I can get another one next week, but I'm going to keep trying until I keep going. And I got Elekid in this battle too, so I think I've already battled this guy before. I'm not too sure, but it was a good. I believe I've actually battled this guy before. But anyway, I've had a couple of battles today with this team. It's been going like really well. So this is probably the best battle that I've had today. So I thought I'd just put this one up. Okay, so I got my Elekid lead, and obviously Steelix was going to be the lead. So I just went straight for Dynamic Punch just to get rid of the steady, but it misses. Of course, it's going to miss. It only got 50% accuracy. But I thought, hell, let's just go for it anyway. So I thought I'd just go for like Stealth Rock or something. But it's going to Ice Fang me. So whatever, let's just go into Size and Toe, because I sort of want to scare this thing out anyway, because I know that Steelix doesn't like it. He misses with the Ice Fang, so that's good. At least I don't get free attacks or anything. That's really good. Okay, so in comes Tails. It's probably going to set up screens and stuff. That's what it mainly does best. I just went for Scald anyway, because anything incoming might get a burn. Well, not this time, didn't get a burn. So I thought, well, I don't really want to stay in while this thing just set screens up on me, so I want to get like a Toxic or something on it to shut it down early, so it can't be used later on in the game. Okay, this thing's going to have Thunder Wave like most of them sort of do, so that's a bit of a pain, so I get paralysed there. I don't really have much to sort of heal that either. I couldn't really fit a Cleric on this team because there wasn't much left to work with that sort of worked in with this team. Anyway, I just kept on with the battle. So I get the Toxic off. There, I was really thankful about that, even if I got paralysed for the next 10 turns in a row. I got the Toxic off. That was good. Now, don't think this thing can really touch me. It's just sort of Reflect, Light Screen, Thunder Wave, maybe Psychic or Psyshock. I think that's sort of all its other moves. So in comes Steelix there. Since it's got the screens up, and probably be able to take my attacks a lot better, I'd say. It's going to go for Earthquake. Maybe thinking that I'm going to swap out there, but that's not going to really do too much to me. Anyway, probably definitely thinking I'd swap out. Leech Seed misses. There's been a lot of misses so far in this battle, as sort of such. Now, I've got leftovers, so that's sort of going to heal me up straight away. The Ice Fang misses again, so another miss. It's freaking going everywhere. I just go think a good range to get rid of Sturdy. It was a crit. It didn't really do too much damage anyway, but I just wanted to get rid of Sturdy. That was sort of the main thing. Now, Ice Fang is actually going to hit this time and do quite a lot of damage to me. Considering I'm quite bulky in defense, that's how I've sort of built this superior. And now I've got my Leech Seeds up now, so Steelix is pretty much can't really touch me because I've got leftovers and Leech Seed recovery, so that Ice Fang is just not going to be doing enough damage. Excuse me. Oh, I still got a bit of a sore throat from the other day. Now, as I said, Steelix is not going to be able to touch me too much, so they're sort of forced to swap out there. Man, that rain is going really down hard. So in comes Scyther. Now this is a really quite scary Pokemon. It's got moves like Sword Dance, Quick Attack, X-Scissor. So I don't really want to stay in too much against this thing. But I thought, well, bugger it, let's just stay anyway. But it's got Fury Cutter, which is quite interesting with Technician Boost. That's a really good idea. I quite like that. I get a Toxic up on this anyway in case it sort of tries to set up Sword Dance, and I want to get a Toxic on that so I can slow that the sweep down if it did try and get one. Now, since I know that it's going to use probably Fury Cutter again, I do like that idea because it's going to get powered up every time you use it, the more you use it, which is cool. So I thought, well, let's go into Articuno. I can resist that typing there, and I can try and get some use out of this guy. I've got a really quite interesting set that I want to try out too. So Fury Cutter's not going to do too much to me. As I said, I resist that. I don't think Scyther can really hit me with too much outside of something like a flying move like Aerial Ace or something. And fearing an ice move, I don't think he's going to stay in even a flying move from me. So obviously Steelix was going to come in. That's sort of the best bet there. I thought, well, let's just go straight for Hidden Power Fire because that's the best sort of move I can throw at it. It doesn't do too much, but it was some decent damage. I just thought, well, let's go for a Hidden Power again. I don't think it's going to have something like Iron Tail to activate my special item on it. But it turns out I had Iron Tail and it hits. I was like, damn it, I should have gone for Agility there. I live here and get my Weakness Policy boost. So I'm actually trying out a Weakness Policy Articuno. It's been quite interesting to use. Now, I should have gone for Agility there. I would have had +2 speed and I would have had an extra special attack boost as well, ×2. So that would have been really awesome if I could have got that up. But I wasn't quite expecting it to have Iron Tail. But that was cool. Okay, so out comes the Crobat. I was a bit scared of this thing, but it had Sludge Bomb, which is interesting. It's a special Crobat, so I guess that's rather different. So down goes my Articuno. I wish I got that Agility up. I probably would have... I would have like decimated nearly the rest of the team, I believe. Okay, so I'm Scarfed here, so I'm going to outspeed Crobat. That does loads of damage. Surprisingly, Scarfed Elekid gets well over 400 speed, so it's really nice. So you did some solid damage there to Crobat. I was quite happy. Now, this Crobat was quite a big problem because it countered sort of the rest of my team pretty damn hard with the special set. I was praying that it didn't have Giga Drain, but it turns out it did have Giga Drain. Even though that I'm 4 times weak to it, I'm very bulky in special defense. I sort of wanted to make like a bulky special defense Seismitoad just for a loss. Now, I just go for a Scald, hoping to get a burn here. So I was like, damn it, I didn't get a burn, that sucks. So Crobat has a very good chance of actually taking me out here. And I just thought, well, I might as well just go for another Scald. If I can get a burn, I might be able to get rid of this thing. But he withdraws for... I'm not sure why he withdrew there. Maybe trying to set some screens up with Tails again, thinking it's a good sort of opportunity. I thought I'd double switch here and go into something that sort of like resists grass, being my superior, and maybe getting like a Leech Seed up, then coming back and getting a burn as well, trying to wither this. God, that rain's really heavy, sorry about this. Trying to get rid of that Crobat, but into Tails anyway. So there's not too much I can do this other than sort of set up Leech Seed. I know that's going to start setting up screens and stuff, so I thought, well, this is a good time to set in Creams here, because I might be able to get a little setup going here. I do like the physical set on this thing. It's quite easy to use. You just have to get like an opportunity to sort of set it up here. So I thought, well, let's just go for Substitute here. He may go for Thunder Wave. I'm not too sure, but he may think I'm a special set too, so I might be able to pull this off. So I do get the Substitute up, which is good. But Jumpluff I know has Infiltrator, so I know it does actually have that. So I wasn't too sure what it was going to do either. So it sets up a Substitute, so this is quite interesting. I do get the Belly Drum up here, so I've got a Sub and a Belly Drum, and that is like really fucking good. I've got lots of protection apart from Infiltrator. I've also got the Citrus Berry there just to give me a bit of health back and activate Unburden at the same time. Now Steelix is out of the way now, so I can freely use any Fairy type moves, and Crobat isn't exactly in the greatest amount of health either, so that's good news for me, I guess. So I break the sub on Jumpluff anyway, that's going to leave that exposed next. I'm not too sure what sort of moves it's going to use, unless it's going to use like a move to bypass my Substitute, which it doesn't. Uses Infestation. That doesn't even do any damage to me. Did my health even move then? I don't think my health moved. Seriously, I don't think it actually moved from 79. Well, I wasn't watching that, but it looked like it didn't even move. Anyway, so Jumpluff really can't touch me, it seems, which is interesting. In comes Tails again, probably thinking, oh, I'll set up a Reflect, then I might be able to get past this. But I'm just going to go straight, bugger this, just go straight for Play Rough. That's its best and really only physical move it has. There's no point giving it a Return because Play Rough has all the coverage. Return doesn't hit it any harder against Steel type, so there's absolutely no point in having Return on a physical Slurpuff at all. There's really no point, unless you come up across another one, I guess. I actually like running Yawn on mine because it actually can initiate a setup too, and then you can proceed to Substitute or Belly Drum, but that's sort of my personal opinion. So out comes our Scyther. I thought it had Fake Out or something to just at least try and break my sub, but it didn't actually have that either, so I'm just continuing to like sweep through the rest of his team here with Play Rough, so it went pretty well. I was having a pretty tough time at sort of like this point, a little bit before this point, that Crobat and the other things. But once I pretty much got set up here with Belly Drum and Sub, there wasn't anything that could really touch me. I sort of made sure of getting rid of the Steelix and that sort of thing, which was good. And all that's pretty much left now is the Jumpluff, which is not going to be able to really touch me at all. And that was pretty much game, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Probably the best battle I had today. I'll get some more battles up later on in the week, of course. And that question today, make sure you go ahead and answer that one. What was the first Pokemon game you ever played? Leave it in the comments. Also, if you're right about any of the Pokemon that I picked in my team, give yourself a pat on my back. Okay, guys. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Peace out.